අයිබෝවන් මම තුෂී.
Hi, Assalamu alaikum. Vanakkam, I'm Hafi.
අපි අද ඔන්න පුරුදු විදියට ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා ඔයගොල්ලෝගේ ගෙදරට. අපේ ආලින්දේ ඉඳන් අමුත්ත දෙන්නෙක්. හැබැයි හෆි අමුත්ත කිව්වට අමුත්ත නෙවෙයි. කතාවල ඉන්න ශ්‍රී ලාංකික අපිට මේ අමුත්ත නන් නෙවෙයි. ඔහු ගැන කියනවා. ඔහු ලංකාවේ ගොඩක් භූමිකා රඟපානවා. ඒ වගේම විශාල කතාවල අත්‍තරම කියන දැවැන්ත චරිතයක්. මොකද ඔහුව එක ඒරියා එකකට අපිට සීමා කරන්න බෑ. ගොඩක් පැතිවලින් ඉදිරියට ගිය මහා දැවැන්ත පුරුෂයෙක් කිව්වත් අමුතන නෙවෙයි. ඒ වගේම ශ්‍රී ලාංකික අපිට අමතකම කරන්න බැරි දෙයක් තමයි ශ්‍රී ලාංකික සිසුන් ගොඩාක්ම අධ්‍යාපනය වෙනුවෙන් නිර්මාතෘ කෙනෙක් කිව්වත් අමුතන්නේ නෙවෙයි. ඒ වගේම හෆි ගොඩක්ම අපි ඇත්තටම අපි හිතෙන්ම සතුටු වෙනවා. මොකද අපේ මේ ආරාධනාව පිළි අරගෙන අපේ ආලින්දයට ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා Mr. Kumudu Fonseka සහ එම මැතිනි. අයිබෝවන්.
Ayuan.
So, as you know, these two are prominent personalities in Qatar, and not even in Qatar, in Sri Lanka, because you have made pathways to a lot of Sri Lankans, giving us opportunities, showing us our culture, our strength, building the community. So it's a pleasure to have both of you, Mr. Kumudu Fonseka and Auntie Mano Fonseka, who is an educator, a teacher, a person who has given so much of hope to youngsters, built their careers. Today they are professionals, politicians, doctors, and who have brought the community together. So thank you so much for accepting our invitation. On a weekend, I know you would prefer to do something else, but for coming. So I go on.
Ayuan.
So Hafi, shall I start asking, start talking with Mr. Kumudu Fonseka?
Oh,
What do you think?
please. It is a very relaxed conversation.
Yes.
We're going to pull a lot of private information, public information,
Yes.
secrets, and we want you to relax, enjoy, and welcome again to our living room. Yeah,
Yes.
Thank you for inviting us.
thank you.
Okay. So Mr. Fonseka, මම ඉස්සෙල්ලා කිව්වා වගේ අපි ගොඩක් භූමිකාවල Mr. Fonsekaව දකිනවා. අධ්‍යාපනඥයෙක්, ඒ වගේම සමාජ සේවකයෙක්, ඒ විතරක් නෙවෙයි ෆයිනෑන්ස් පැත්තේ ෆයිනෑන්ෂල් කන්ට්‍රෝලර් කෙනෙක්, ඇඩ්වයිසර් කෙනෙක් ගොඩක් භූමිකා කරනවා. දැන් අපිට චුට්ටි විස්තරයක් කියන්න පුළුවන්ද ඒව ගැන? කොහොමද වැඩියෙන් කැමති මොකටද?
මම ඇත්තටම මුලින්ම ආවේ ගණකාධිකාරියෙක් විදිහට came as a financial person here. Coming from a background of working in many hotels starting from abroad. I was an area controller for 8 hotels in Accra. Then I joined here and I became very much acquainted with my sheikh, who is the owner of the hotel. And Asuna Matik did the government. මම හැම වෙලාවෙම උත්සාහයක් දරුවොත් මෙහෙම යන්න වෙන තැනකට එයා ඒක වැළැක්වුවා. එතකොට ඒ වළක්වන හැම වෙලාවකම මට ලාංකිකයන්ට උදව් කරන්න අවස්ථාවකුත් ඒකම මතුවුණා. ඒකත් මගේ ආසාව. මොකද මම අපේ රටින් වල මගේ රාෂ්ට්‍රීය යුතුයකම් මගේ රට මට ඉස්සරහින් තියෙනවා කියන එක විශ්වාස කරන මිනිස්සෙක්. I always believe the country before me. For that, I had the opportunity while working to serve my own people.
That's amazing. That's really amazing. So, I'm going to go to Auntie Mano. You know, you're an educationist. You're a teacher. So, I want to know why you selected. You could have played many roles, but what made you select to be a teacher, Auntie?
First, I want to be an interior designer. At that time, it was not popular. We didn't know anything. So one of my aunt, she told me to do a Montessori course. I don't
That's
know.
how he entered that field, but she is a very good artist. I can tell you, she did 2 art exhibitions.
I want to be an interior designer, but my father didn't want to the mixed class soup.
Yeah, that's the culture those days, isn't it? I mean, I can relate to that as well.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
my dad was very protective. I'm sure.
Of course, yes.
And, you know,
Old-fashioned people are like that, no?
yeah, and you know what? You can't trust the boys also.
Of course, yeah.
They're cold. Sorry, Azit, and you will tell us. But I think that's the fact, you know. We are like our fathers, Malavagene,
Yes.
Either become a doctor or a teacher.
Exactly. So, Tush.
Okay. Hafi, I want to ask about Mr. Kumudu Fonseka. I know he has a lot of experience in Middle East, not only in Qatar, but I think in other countries such as Dubai.
Yeah, I was in Iraq first.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Iraq and I was working. I've been working for 42 years in the same group. It's a French hotel group, Accor, which is one of the leading groups. I worked for them for 40 odd years. Married to the same wife for last 27 years.
That's the most difficult thing, I guess.
Both are difficult. Everything is difficult in the world, but it is so joy when you succeed.
Absolutely.
All difficult things are the one that make me happy.
Absolutely. I can see the smile on your face when you said wife, you know.
And why Qatar? Why you thought you
Now,
should?
coming from there to Dubai, our head office moved to Thailand. Then I did not like to go there, and I like operations. So I was more managing in 8 hotels, finance. Then I thought best is to go to the hotel because I mentor with people, and I'm an outward thinker than an inward thinker. Financial people are always inward thinkers. So I had a mixed feeling in this. So I decided to come to this hotel. It was tough. In 1988, hotel industry in Qatar was very poor. And it was challenging. I love challenges, and I overcome with that, and I've been very successful in shape. And finally, as I told you, I stayed here 38 years and married to 37 years to my wife. We came after the wedding 3 days after. So that
6
was
years, 6.5.
Wow.
That's very nice.
Wow. So I'm actually going to cut you through. I'm going to ask Auntie, what brings you great joy in your life? What is your biggest joy?
so many. What about your plantation?
Gardening,
So what is the, in gardening, you know, I'm terrible. I don't think I have those gardener's hands or, you know.
But Hafi, you are better than me. Trust me.
Really?
I'm terrible.
Yeah. So,
on 10 TA states, 10, 15 TA
Wow.
members will be seeing those gardeners to you.
yeah, but I think the beauty in Qatar is you because we got the seasons, so we got the seasonal plants. So what is your favorite plant or the flower that you go into when you're doing gardening, you see more in your garden?
In Bougainvillea.
Oh, that is mine also, no? That's a
The
normal
roses
Sri
are
Lankan,
beautiful.
isn't
It
it?
won't last. Bougainvillea is tight. You know, it's
Yes. And it stays for a long time.
aloe vera.
Yeah. No, but I think Sri Lankans laga Lankavet Bougainvillea is like very popular. Mage
Yes,
ammage garden ekek hungak tibuna.
Yeah, aloe vera
They don't like this thorn. I mean, Bougainvillea ke
Yeah.
hari nahi kiyanawa, unlucky kiyanawa, hari unlucky kiyanawa. They
Yeah, but even
cactus are
aloe vera
unlucky kiyanawa.
kiyanawa.
All the unlucky flowers are indoor.
So Bougainvillea and aloe vera is for all seasons. So she grow that, and many people like to have aloe vera as a drink. They come and cut and go.
Really?
I remember during the COVID time, we were in Sri Lanka. One of the sheikhs, chef called me. He said aloe vera is not available. Sheikh needs every morning to have aloe vera. Can we open the gates and cut some aloe vera for the drink? So I said, please take it. There are sheikhs who drink aloe vera every morning.
You know, now I'm going to come to your house regularly because I have a thing. I love fashion and clear skin and all. So I make cucumber and aloe vera ice cubes. So it's very good. It's very refreshing to my face and my this thing. So when I run out of aloe vera, now I know where to go.
Yes.
You know?
Not only shakes, you also can
Yeah.
sneak in and get some.
You know, my rice made this dish. So not that one.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
She's from the Holy Family.
Yeah. Really?
No, she's a Bridgerton.
It's a whole
No, she's a Bridgerton.
So,
I was just thinking, we were talking about aloe vera and the bougainvillea. See, both have katu, you know
Yeah,
that
yeah.
stone.
Aloe vera
So-
doesn't have
But-
They have,
It has, yeah. So, katu කියන්නේ දුෂ්කර දේවල්, right?
Yeah.
So, ඒක තමයි මතක් වුණා මිස්ටර් කුමුදු ෆොන්සේකාගෙන් අහමු. මේ අවුරුදු 30 ගාණක් මෙහෙ හිටියා. ලංකාවේ පොඩි කාලේ ඔක්කොමත් එක්ක බලද්දි අපි අනිවාර්යෙන් ජීවිතේ දුෂ්කරතා පහු කරලා තියෙනවා නේද? පොඩ්ඩක් අපිට ඒක කියන්නකෝ බලන්න.
මුලින් මේ සංවාදයේ ප්‍රථමයෙන් මම පැහැදිලි කරා ඒක ඇත්තටම මතවාදී පිළිබඳ ප්‍රශ්නයක්. වෙනත් මතයක් බැරිම රටක සමාන වෙලා පසුවේ මම නිවිද රටලා ආවේ. නම් මට ගොඩාක් විශ්ව. ඒ ඇත්තටම මේ කටුකයි මමගේ රටලා පිටරට ගෙනියන්නේ. මගේ පෙත්තේකට වෙනවා විශේෂයෙන්ම බහුතරයේ මේ රටවල හිටියට අපේ මතක සටහන් සහ අපේ බලාපොරොත්තු තියෙන අපේ රටේ දානට පිළිගන්න. කතාවට there is a saying in a book called History of London. History of London, it says God created the man, gave the freedom to enjoy the world. But at the heart and mind is small, there is a place which is so beloved, that is your country. So,
That's very nice.
so we are so beloved to our country. The world is given by God, so we are still enjoying, but it is tough. We all want to go back. You understand me? I feel sad. Only one thing, by getting educated there, and when I see some of them who are going undergoing very tough time, sometimes because of language barriers, sometimes there are economic difficulties and all that. So I always intervene. I remember some time back, I wrote a book to Agaragama, one of the minister. Within 6 months, I got an embassy.
Oh,
And
that's
I-
very nice.
I
Very
took
good.
something like 3,000 signatures from Sri Lankans, and I wrote a book to him saying how prosperity will be the two-country relationship if we come to embassy in the future. At that time, there was only about 8,000, 10,000 people in my country. Now there is 130,000.
Yeah,
Very good,
definitely.
very good.
I mean, I can relate to what you're saying because I lived in UK for a good 16 years. Now in Doha, almost 10 years. And wherever we go, wherever we eat any cuisine, you know, Doha is a rich country. They have the best cuisine, you know, the best ingredients actually. If you want Chinese, Japanese, but nothing like eating a Sri Lankan dish. End of the day, because we are
something I'm
Yeah, absolutely. අර එබලන්
used to that.
නෑ අන්න පෙරරන් සම්පත අපේ මම ගියපු ගමන් බහලා යන්නේ පිලවුස් එකට පොත්තු රොටි එකක් කන්න. You know, because අපි අර අපිට කැමරා හරි විතරක් නෙමෙයි. අර කනකොට අර nostalgia. තාත්තා මොනවද කියන්නේ? මගේ ආච්චි බැන බැන මට ගොටුකොළ කවුවා. දැන් මම ගොටුකොළ හොය හොය හදනවා.
We used to eat that every day, you know.
Yeah, because
That's
you
so
know
attached to that.
because it is a story. You know, I like you said a book. I read a book recently, but a famous Chinese, actually he's an engineer. Yeah, ek relate kare. He said he had to write it because what he said was it's how tradition, culture, education, how much ever you have. When we get older, we become a child. We want to go
Yeah,
back to
so
our
that's
roots.
very good.
So that is what it is, and that is, I think Tushi, you will agree. මේ Chatterbox එක අපි හැදුවේ අපේ
Yes,
community
to
එකට
bring-
මොන හරි
yeah.
වෙන්න නේද?
Yeah.
දැන් මම
And bring back our memories.
මම හොටෙල් එකක වැඩ කරන්නේ. මම හොටෙල් එකකින් කෑම කාලා සමානකට එකම ගොඩ වෙලාව. ලංකාවේ රෙස්ටොරන්ට් එකේ ගොඩ වෙලා ආයි කාලා තියෙනවා. ඒක කියන එක මම ස්ථිර කරලා
That observe that she will do something. That verbal barrier.
බඩ පිරුණක් හිත පිරෙන්නේ නැහැ මම හිතන්නේ.
ඒක තමයි. ඒත් මම නම් හිතන්නේ දැන් මගේ හස්බන්ඩ්ුත් එහෙම බැඩ්මින්ටන් ගහන්න යනවා. ඊට පස්සේ බැඩ්මින්ටන් ගහලා එන ගම මේ කොහරි රෙස්ටොරන්ට් එකේ ගිහලා කාලා මට ලම් ප්‍රයිස් එකක් ගේනවා.
They are not tired. Look, they are
Yeah.
not tired.
now if you take it what he's saying, there are people like us who are eager to orchestrate when you know something. Some of them, they keep it back. But if the society all become backward, won't vibrate the way we want. The world will be better like you are what you are doing.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. But I think we have to have different varieties. I mean, you have led the way. You have made the community better. You've joined communities. So, actually, I want to ask you, Aunt, now we've been doing serious topics.
Yes.
So, I want to be more magical and romantic, you know. So, I want to know whether it was love at first sight. Like when you told us you all are related, but I want to know when you saw him, you're like, oh, I have to marry him. Was it that, or let me think about it?
I did accounts. He also did accounts.
Oh,
So,
okay. Oh,
There's a chemistry between them, by the
yeah,
time.
but I can see that the way they
Of
blush
course,
and all
yes.
that.
Yes.
So, Tushi, you want to ask anything from
Yes.
Mr. Kumudu Fonseka?
Yeah, that was her side of the story.
Yeah.
Right? So, Mr. Kumudu Fonseka, what is your side of the love story?
Now, I met her when she was only 3.5 years. We
Oh,
played together.
Just like my parents.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
Even
boys in the
relations.
family, no, we hardly see women, I think, girls.
Then what happened? One particular day, I wanted to go. My mother wanted to propose my brother to her,
Ah.
and I went to her house and proposed. I went and proposed my brother to her.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
She told the auntie, "I don't mind this man, but not the brother." So we got
Ah.
related. Then
So now definition
following day, I took the cake and went and said, "Why not? I like that."
So that's
romantic.
and I think Mama that make an ahanna because then අපි රට දාලා එනවා. Actually පිරිමියන්ට වඩා I'm not trying to be biased for ladies, but I am. Sorry. Sorry. No, but actually men go and work and they do a huge part, and I have a lot of respect for all what you all do, and you all are the breadwinners, and I know we can see that my dad, my husband, you all, you know, you will be there, and even Hazik is doing that. But what I want to know, what is the hidden story or the hidden heroine is the wife. If she's not doing the cooking, if she's not giving you that strength to go and do, you know, and we don't want to lead, we want you all to lead. This question is for Auntie, for all the women who are in Qatar, who are actually going through this struggle, who are the silent heroines in the house. Tell me, married to this amazing person, you know, he didn't do one job, he did so much of job, he did a lot of charity. So I know you have not seen him for a long time, but how did you deal with struggles? The struggles that came, not seeing him, you know, his pressure, how have you as a wife dealt that role? You've done an amazing job, but I want to know how did you do it?
No, my father was a tea planter, so we had a lot of creepers. They stayed in our house in one room. We were not allowed to talk to them, keep a distance. Only for dinner table, only on dinner tables can we sit. So we knew a lot of bachelors. So I used to, when I was young, I didn't like to get married. Always, there were a lot of things that I didn't want. Because I knew him, because I knew the family. I said yes.
So basically,
I can tell you, I can witness for her, and my life is a bit tough for the lady, the wife, because I bring people to the house, I make
You're always
meetings,
busy.
partying,
Because I'm
all
teaching.
that. She was teaching in one side. At the same time, she had tolerance to all what I'm doing.
Because
Without
he's a
that, I
teacher,
cannot
maybe.
do all
Yeah.
this. And she was a
All
teacher.
her work,
Yeah.
700 children.
And
Yeah.
she had taught children a lot. So when I started the school, we were really, really busy, and she supported a lot for me. And especially her books helped me to understand child psychology, how to help children, and to make it something so unique, the school, by reading and knowing scientifically how to bring up children. Though we don't have children. But I must thank her for tolerating me. And I consider sometimes one of the sins that I have done is to bring a wife all the way from their parents away and keeping at home and socializing outside.
no, I can
We
see.
don't have money.
Yeah, no, but I can see the happiness in her face from the time she came.
Yeah.
And if I was to summon what Auntie said, what she said was, you know, which is some things I can relate to, because most of the time, girls from back home, they are kept, they are not even allowed to mingle with guys. And she was trying to say her background, how she had to go through and coming, and she put all her trust in you, and till today that trust was not broken. So that is how she coped. She had ups, she had down, like you said, but if you don't have a trust in a relationship, you know, it will not go further. So that was her answer, which I love. So viewers, I'm telling you, we are struggling. Women, we struggle. You know, we have a lot of issues. But when you know your better half, your husband loves you, you can conquer any mountains. Am I right, Tushi?
100%.
So that was her answer, and I got it. I hope you understood. And I'm so happy, Mr. Kumudu Fonseka, for understanding your wife. Not all men have that ability. You've done it. Thank you so much, sir, for doing that. You know.
100%.
Tushi, next question.
Okay. Yes. Again, Happy, I think from a person like this, there's so many things we can take. We can take for our viewers, right? So, අපේ ගෙදරින් දැන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ සාලයට අපි දෙයක් ගේන්න ඕන. ඒක නිසා ඉස්සේ Kumudu Fonseka. දැන් ඉන්න අය අපි හැමෝම ස්ට්‍රගල් කරනවා. ලංකාවේ ඉඳන් ගොඩක් අය මෙහෙ එන්න බලන් ඉන්නවා. මෙහි ඇවිත් තරුණ අය ඉන්නවා ගොඩක්. කොහොමද දියුණු වෙන්නේ? සමහරු කොට පාරවල් හොයන්න හදනවා, ලේසි පාරවල්. ඒක ලේසි නෑ. ඒක ලොකු ජර්නි එකක්. දැන් මිස්ටර් ෆොන්සේකාගේ ජය අරගෙන තියෙනවා. පොඩ්ඩක් කියන්නකෝ අපිට කොහොමද මේගොල්ලෝ ඉවසන්න ඕන, මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕන, කොහොමද ඒ දුර යන්නේ?
දැන් කවුරුත් දන්නවා ලොකු වෙනසක් වුණා අපේ රටේ. මේ ඔක්කොම හිතාගෙන ඉන්නවා බොහොම කෙටි කාලයක් තුළ ලොකු වෙනසක් වෙලා අපිට යන්න පුළුවන් කියන්නේ. මම නම් දකින්නේ ඒක වෙනස් වාර්තිකයක්. ඒක කාලයක් යනවා. අපි මේක ඉස්සෙල්ලා දරා ගන්න. අරුගානේ අවුරුදු 10ක් 15ක් යනවා තිබිච්ච තැන ඉඳලා ආපු තැනට නැවත ගෙනියන. තිබිච්ච තැනට ගෙනියන. ඒ නිසා කවුරුත් මේ භූමිය අපිට සෑහෙන උදව්ලා දෙන අපේ රට. මම දැක්කා මේ රටේ තියෙන ආර්ථික යුගයේ අපිට අවස්ථාවක් තියෙනවා. එදා ඉන්දසියක් තියෙනවා අපිට කරන්න බෑ ඉන්දසියක්. නමුත් අපි සමහර වෙලාවට ක්‍රිටිසයිස් කරන හේතුව අපි දන්නේ ඒ වෙන කරන්නේ ඒක තමයි යථාර්ථය. නමුත් මම සියලු දෙනාට පැහැදිලි කරන්න උත්සාහ කරන්නේ කතා කියන්නේ හොඳ තැනක් ඇවිල්ලා වැඩ කරනවා. නීතියකට නීති කොහොම සාධාරණයි. නමුත් නීතිය නොදැනීම අසාධාරණයක් වෙනවා. ඒ නිසා ඔයගෙනෙක් ඇවිල්ලා
නීතිය නොදැනීම සමාවට කරුණක් නෙවෙයි.
නීතිය නොදැනීම සමාවට
ignorance is never a bliss, you know.
දැන් ඔය වගේ අයට නීතිය දන්න අයට අපි වගේ නීතිය දන්න අයට කරන්න තියෙන්නේ විහිං. ඒක කරන්නේ නැහැ. අසරණ වෙලා ඉන්න අයට නීතිය හදලා තියෙනවා. You know, there are two things. One is the law, and the second one is law procedure. The procedure of the law where a lot of people get in trouble. In Sri Lanka, the procedure is bad. Here, the procedure is good, but people don't know. So, I do this. I counsel a lot of people who have trouble. That's been my hobby for a long period of time. I would have visited the jail more than any Sri Lankan. So they used to ask me, where is your embassy? You are coming so many times. You know, not now. There was no embassy at that time. So I'm the one who is good. I'm telling all the Sri Lankans who have background of education with law should help the people who do not know, because we are all strangers. We are all strangers.
We are hoping to do that in this program. But I have to tell you something. Tushi Advika, I've done that. See, Qatar is a Middle Eastern country. You all were talking about the law because I am working with more of the Qatar Foundation, so I know the culture, the religion. So they also should be aware about the culture.
Yeah.
You know, when people come to the country expecting, oh, I'm going to make money, or I'm going to do this, they forget that this is a very cultural country. Like our country, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, we have a big heritage, a beautiful culture, right? So when we go, we know that පාසලට යනකොට respect එකට අඳින්න ඕනේ, පල්ලියට යනකොට අඳින්න ඕනේ, තැනට සුදුසු විදිහට අඳින්න ඕනේ, තැන සුදුසුට කතා කරන්න ඕනේ. So දැන් මේ රටේ ටිකක් අනිත් රටවල් වලට they have that, they are more. So what happens is when people come in the beginning, they struggle with that.
මම හිතනවා හොඳ සංවාදයකට අපි ඇතුළුනේ. ඇත්තටම විනය කියන සංවාදය හරිම වැදගත්. අපි විතරටකට ආවම ඒ රටේ if you go to Rome, you live like a Roman too. So it is the same that you have to come here, then you have to understand quickly the culture and you have to adapt the culture. At the same time, what I was trying to say, the law in Qatar for me has helped me in my life, which I don't get the justice in Sri Lanka, I got it here. So I say the justice is here, but you have to know how to do it. And we as Sri Lankans have to help people who do not understand. The justice system is so good. And at the same time, the culture. Now, when you take it, I was brought up in Iraq, in Dubai, and then here. Sometimes people come and tell me, why don't you come in the religion and all that. So, Islam had been very close to me. I can tell you sometimes, the priest come to my house and ask, what is this Quran doing? Like that we ask. I say, it's in my house. I like to read and learn because I am reading Islam culture. And we have to know that because that is a very important. When I learned Buddhism, my father thought one time I might change the religion. I got married to a Buddhist. At the same time, he told me, I wanted you to learn because the majority of the Sri Lankans are Buddhist. Knowing is the best way of respect and receiving respect.
I thought Buddhism in the Sri Lankan embassy.
Definitely. No, because see, like you all said, then we have to be law එක ignorance කියලා නේද? Then අපි ඔක්කොමලා දැන් අතක් ගත්තා different 5 fingers තියෙනවා. දැන් මෙතන ගත්තත් මේ room එක කරලා we are representing different backgrounds, religion, culture. But end of the day, what is common is we are Sri Lankans, we are humans, and we've come together to do something great for the country. Am I right? So I think we have to be patient. I think that's the best thing.
And we have to help each other.
Absolutely.
And this country is inviting us. There are countries that they don't invite us, we are trying to go those countries. This country is inviting us.
And they
So,
welcome us.
people who come, you have to understand you are welcome here, and the bilateral relationship between the two countries are so good. So you cannot have a better environment than this, and the Sri Lankans who are opting to come here, I invite them because we have a Sri Lankan school also. I remember there is a saying, when you want to go abroad, you have to see the best possible country that you can visit. In order to do that, you should have an embassy, you should have a school, you should have doctors. Today, in this country, you have doctors, her husband is a doctor. Before, when I came, it was not there. When I came, there was no embassy, there was no church, there was no school. Today, the people who are looking at coming to Qatar, I can tell them, you are in a better food than any time.
Yeah, and actually I have to add something because I'm Sushi and I went as well. Then me dancehall තියනවා. අපි actually dancehall වලට කියලා කාලා තියනවා. So you know, තියනවා. And mama මේ embassy එකට මුගක් events වලට ගිහිලා තිනවා. They have a beautiful Lord Buddha statue and නෙළුම්මල් and you know that අපේ culture
එක මෙහෙ
තියෙනවා. අපිට මෙහෙ එකක් නැහැ නෙමෙයි අපිට තියෙන අපේ නොදන්නාකම නේද තුෂි. So now what we're going to do is now we've asked questions and all these, right? So shall we go to our fun element of the thing, right? It's called
Chatterbox.
definitely Chatterbox. But in our case අපි එක chatter 5 කරනවා පහක්. So දැන් මම මෙච්චර වෙලා ආන්ටිගෙන් question අහපු හින්දා මම මිස් කුමුදුගේ ප්‍රශ්න අහන්නම් Chatterbox එකේ. And then Tushi, what are you going to do?
Okay, that's fine.
So do you want to go first or shall I go first? Okay. So, මොනවද වැජියම මිස් කුමුදු ෆොන්සේකා කන්න කැමති කිරිබත් with kata sambole or roast pan with pol sambole?
Roast pan with pol sambole.
Okay.
අද මේ දැන් පොල් සම්බෝල දාලා
Yeah, හොඳයි බලන්න අපරා දැන් පිරිමියා කියන බඳ ගපා පොල් සම්බෝල එක අනිත් විදියට ගන්නවා. හරි. කැමතිම ලාංකික නිලිය ගීතා කුමාරසිංහ, මාලිනී ෆොන්සේකා.
මගේ නමත් දෙල්ලන් ඉන්න මම කොරානි වගේ
කොහොමද?
ස්කූල් කට් කරලා වැඩිම බලන්න.
අපි එක ගෙස් කරන්න.
ඒ වුණා ඒ රැජිනා තමයි මාලි ෆොන්සේකා. She is the queen of our heart, isn't she? So, what
අද විජේගේ බර්ත්ඩේ.
Vijay Kumar Tanga. So, what actually in your life you are more passionate about? You've said you have so many roles. Is it being a businessman or your charities, or you can give a different thing if you want to?
I'm humble to learn and humble to educate. This is my love in life.
Brilliant answer. අන්තිමට මම අහනවා ඔයා නිතරම බලන ක්‍රීඩාව cricket, football, rugby.
මම ක්‍රිකට් වලට දාන ක්‍රිකට් පොලිස් එකට ගියා ඉතින් මම ක්‍රිකට් වලට ආසයි.
මොන කොලෙජ් එකේද ගියේ?
සෙන්ට් ජෝසෆ්ස්.
ඒක ඔක්කොම කෙල්ලෝ එකටනේ කියන්නේ. මේ question එකට answer එකක් නැහැ. අපි දෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඔයා එක answer එකක් දෙන්න but no explanation.
Okay.
Just one person.
One word that you will describe, appreciate your beautiful wife. One word if you had to tell about your wife, what would it be?
Being so busy in my life, she stand with me for 37 years, not easy, and it's a great achievement for me.
I need one word, one word.
One aunt told me to
So one word. මේ මම note කරා මේ හැම පිරිමිකේ නහපුවම one word දෙන්නේ නැහැ. So one word for your wife, Mr. Kumudu Fonseka.
I love her. That's
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's nice.
Okay, so Chatterton, my friend, right? I'm going to ask from Anne. So, what is your favorite attire? Sri Lankan or Western?
Okay, that's Sri Lankan.
Very
Sri
good.
Lankan, yeah.
Okay. And about a gift. What is the most thing you like to receive from him? I mean, as a gift, what do you like to receive from him? I will give you 3 hints. Maybe dresses, chocolate, or gold.
I think no.
Okay, so that's a hint for you, Mr. Fonseka. Alright, now about music. Sri Lankan music, Hindi or English?
English.
English, perfect. Okay. And ඊට පස්සේ මම අහන්නම් මේ තුලින් වැඩියෙන්ම කැමති උයන්නද නටන්නද නැත්නම් මහන්නද? Oh, very nice.
I can play also. I hear.
Mashallah.
Alright, the next one, no suggestion, no answer. Like you have to come up with your own answer, one word answer. What is the thing you like most about Mr. Fonseka?
He's a friendly person.
Very nice. That's very sweet.
No, I think that we spoke before, so we go back.
Yeah.
That honest friendship. If you don't have that living
Really?
abroad, it's
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah.
But it's not only with the husbands, you know.
Yeah.
Like us as friends, also, if you don't have that, it will not go a long way.
Friendly and caring.
So now, what we are going to do is, now we've questioned you all, grilled you all, asked, put you all through so much, I think, but I hope you enjoyed. So we'll give you all, Auntie and Mr. Kumudu Fonseka, I'm sorry, I keep calling you. That you can decide to ask one of us a question. So,
May I ask a question?
yes,
Papa?
please.
Now, you being a lawyer by profession, and your thorough friendship here, and how do you feel the friendship is so important for happiness?
Actually, I can say friendship is the happiness. Even for me, I have a lot of friends because I always think you need friends to grow. As a lawyer, it's a different story. But even as I have a lot of friends who are lawyers, who are genuine people. I know most of people won't agree with it, but we lawyers, we have good hearts.
Oh,
I think some people,
definitely. My dad was a lawyer, so I can vouch for it. Yeah.
So about friendship, I really need a helping hand always because sometimes, especially in Qatar, sometimes you feel lonely. You can call your friends, but there's a time difference. So again, you don't know what they're doing, they're busy. So you need friends always close to your heart whom you can send a message, or sometimes even when you're silent, she would ask, Tushi, are you okay? So that is what I call friendship, which is really close to my heart, and I'm so blessed.
Sorry, they will give some advice also.
Absolutely. But talking about friendship, we haven't told the third person, always behind the
Of
scene,
course, yes.
always smiling, pushing us, and
Yeah.
comes up with these wonderful ideas even at 1 o'clock in the night. Appear Malli, not the
Yes.
Tushi.
He's older from us.
Oh God. And then sometimes we're like, did you make me pretty? He's like, in the pictures. But he does an amazing job, and he's behind us, pushing us, and we can't do this without him there. So definitely.
You
So-
know, it is like this. We always talk about Shakespeare, but we never talk about Shakespeare's teacher.
Yes.
Okay, we talk about actors behind the screen, people we talk very less. And even this talk show, I feel you are so confident because you have somebody like him.
Yes.
Who is he?
He's Hazik, RJ Hazik, or he's known as
Ash.
Yes. Yeah. So now I have to tell you all something very interesting, a surprise,
Yes.
something special. So all of y'all think Mr. Kumudu Fonseka or Auntie Manu Fonseka is here, and we met when we just came for the interview or met during doing our works before. But I must tell you, I go way back with Auntie. She was my first Montessori teacher, my first teacher, Mage Guru, and my protector. Guided me. So when I first met her, I'm sure Uncle you remember, Mr. Kumudu Fonseka, I came running to her. I said, do you remember me, Miss?
Yeah.
She protected me in a class full of boys. So thank you so much. I am who I am today because you gave me an amazing stepping stone to life. Thank you.
And you have done a great job, for sure. We can see that.
I knew
from her.
she was so well done because I was helping her.
So I'm going to say thank you so much, Auntie, for coming and for being part of my life.
Yeah.
And when I meet people like you,
Yeah.
it makes me realize what we do is amazing because we've had gurus, people who have helped us overcome everything,
Yeah.
struggles, and we can go on the long way, isn't it? So this is something from Chatterbox to you, Auntie.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and to Shi, with the honors.
So, yeah.
And the back.
Mr. Fonseka.
Yeah.
Then probably.
Yeah.
This is from us. Thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate it.
I enjoyed this discussion. I have been many podcasts and interviews. One of the ones which I feel so free to talk.
Thank you so,
Thank you so
much. I mean, it's from our living room, so we must say thank you so much, Auntie Mano, for coming, Mr. Fonseka, for accepting our interview. And it was a fun interview. I hope you enjoyed as we did, isn't it, Precious?
And also learn something, right, Shafi?
Oh, I learned a lot. But Ekroda, the most important thing is that this is our first episode.
Yes.
So I hope and pray that many more will come. Right. With many more. Please, us saying bye, Hafsa from here, or Hafi as you all know.
And Tushi.
And please follow us. Our links all are there. And for the next episode next week, please keep watching. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Bye,
I go on.